Costa Rica. Well, recently Wikileaks exposed that USAID was funding an NGO called Internews Network. Wikileaks has revealed that USAID was funding over 6,200 journalists across 707 media outlets and 279 media NGOs, including 9 out of 10 media outlets in Ukraine. The Internews works with 4,000 plus outlets to train journalists on left ideology and US state propaganda. These 4,000 outlets are in every country, and one of them is in India as well. Aditya, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to give us more details about this. Aditya, some startling information coming out, and this is obviously not going to die down anytime soon, and it has its ripple effects in India as well, with the BJP and the Congress party having a go at each other.
Well, absolutely. If you see, the USAID had provided $62 million to an institute, to organizations linked to George Soros, and this money, this huge amount was given to one of the institute named East West Management Institute, which is linked to George Soros Observer Society Foundation. It is very critical, at this juncture, Vinitya, that these things have happened. There was during the election 2024 elections, George Soros was in the center of controversy, as we know that the BJP MP Nishikant Dubey had also raised this concern in the parliament, as to why is the US meddling in Indian elections through George Soros, and there have been some reports wherein Sonia Gandhi is believed to be partnered with George Soros. So all this is very significant. At this point of time, it is very crucial. How these developments are panning. There have been a war of words between the BJP and Congress with regard to this illegal meddling of US in elections through the funding of USAID. Now it needs to be seen from here on how this entire scenario unfolds. Yes, Vinny.
Aditya, thank you for that. Mr. Sanjeev Srivastav, international affairs expert, also joins us on the broadcast. Mr. Srivastav, what do you make of this? This is a huge expose, and now there is clarification coming in that Bangladesh needed help with its elections. The point is, why do these independent democracies, which Bangladesh is no longer, need any help with their elections and funding from the United States? It sounds very fishy.
Yes, of course, Vineet. I think these are very deep conspiracies which are hatched by the deep state elements in the United States of America, what we know as left liberal Islamic, radical Islamic jihadi cabal. And this kind of network is operating in the United States of America, in India too, in our own country too, in many other parts of the world, in the entire international community. This deep state elements and network is very active, and they are very, quite united, but they work in a secret manner. And but now United States of America's President Donald Trump has initiated and undertaken a great task by exposing such deep state elements through this Department of Government Efficiency. And this department is, as you know, that headed by a visionary leader, Elon Musk. So I'm sure that many such revelations will come. And obviously, we need this kind of money which has been spent by the USAID in various countries for various political interference purposes. These are the regime change tools which this USAID was adopting by funneling this kind of money to media outlets and various social media platforms, etc. So I think this is the kind of conspiracies they have been hatching, and that is what we have been discussing on several platforms, including your channel, that how these conspiracies have been hatched to target Prime Minister Modi's government in India, and how George Soros and George Soros's entire this network through Open Society Foundation, etc., how they have been hatching conspiracies in Bangladesh and in elsewhere in South Asia region. So I think these conspiracies are being exposed, Vinit, and it is very good development. And I think I've been saying through your channel too that in India also a thorough investigation must be done. That whichever money came from wherever, how that money was received, which came from USAID, a thorough investigation has to be done in India too. And it will be great if we could also follow the same pattern what United States of America is doing right now with this Department of Government Efficiency. If it could, this kind of investigative mechanism could be adopted in India too, that will be a great development. And DOGE is going to be playing a very crucial role in President Trump's plan to make America great again. And similarly, I would say that if we have to make our system efficient, if we have to make our Bharat a Viksit Bharat, then I think such kind of a department which could do such investigations, exposing this kind of a corrupt deep state network in India too, I think that will be very, very essential. And the government of India should think about it, should give a serious consideration to this kind of exposures and launch a thorough investigation. And if possible, a kind of a DOGE-like department could be set up in India too. And if that happens, that will be a great development.
Mr. Srivastav, appreciate you joining us. Right, BJP's Gaurav Bhatia accused